What is going on, RE Nation? How you guys doing? Welcome back to the channel. Around this time, it's probably like let me check my phone. It's 2:28 and it's early in the morning, but I just wanted to talk about this situation and what's going on because I know you guys have been wanting to know how I feel and what is really going on with this 2K stuff. So before we get into the video, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Let's get to 30,000 subscribers. You guys are amazing. So WWE 2K is in jeopardy. They just lost a big old staff from the 2K devs, and I honestly do not know if the game is going to be any good. So it's reportedly rumored that WWE 2K21 is going to be canceled, and I am not shocked, but I'm, at the same time, I'm a little surprised, but I'm not at the same time. So it's like, I knew this was going to happen, but at the same time, dang, this really happened. So, it's a sad thing for 2K, but the way the direction went for 2K20, it just makes me shake my head because that game should have been delayed. 2K20 should have came out this month. They should have at least took a little bit of time to try to get some of the nicks and bugs because it's like, what took you so long? Like, I don't want to be like one of those people that like see all this certain stuff and be like, and have people in the comments like, well, have you ever made a game before, so and so and forth? And I don't want to hear that type of comment, but at the same time, it's like, what was your biggest focus that you couldn't really do much with the game? That's my biggest concern, because obviously their focus wasn't the graphics, because the graphics, this is the biggest downgrade we've had since maybe 2K16, 2K17, and even then those graphics are better than this one. But in my honest opinion, it's more about gameplay, because I could have let the graphics hold aside, but the gameplay, the bugs, the glitches, some people saying they're not getting them. When I posted the WWE 2K20 video the other day, some people said they weren't getting the glitches. Some people said they were. Had one comment saying these other YouTubers are saying this is the best game ever. Guys, I'm gonna be totally honest with you. Every WWE 2K that's came out since after 14 has been terrible. And what I mean terrible is there's no enjoyment, there's no fun. And to be totally honest, I can go back to play 2K14 because the sound effects when you slam the mat, when you walk on the mat, it was so authentic and it felt so real. It just felt genuinely to play 2K14. If they could just implicate 2K14 into this type of generation of games and just add more cool stuff to it, nobody would complain. That's one issue that WWE 2K has now, is that they're trying to create something of their own, and most of the times you would think creating something that is your own would work, but it isn't. It seems like it's hurting them more when they're trying to make something that they're trying to do. See, one thing about NBA 2K is they've never really implicated like new modes, to be honest, because they already know the viewers is gonna play my team, they're gonna play my league, they're gonna play my career. There's really no purpose of putting more stuff in it if you already know what your audience like. Now, don't get me wrong, you could add more stuff in it, but before you do, please make sure this is what they want. You know how every year they bring people out, they need to get these opinions out to these YouTubers to let them know, like, hey, we're gonna do something like originals this year. Would you guys like that? If not, we would not put that in the game. You know what I'm saying? If they give the concept out and we listen, or the YouTubers that go listen, they can give their honest opinions, because it seems like WWE 2K is like, they're making stuff, they're adding stuff that people don't want. Like towers, the idea of towers was really cool, because it's pretty much like my team like modes in some way. Like when you play like the Dwayne Wade's mode where you're going against all the Miami Heats, or just the challenges that you're doing. That's pretty much what Towers is. But the way it's implicated is off and it's wrong, and it should not exist. Towers looks super boring. I never even played Towers. I only played maybe. I didn't play Towers, but I only think I did like for 2K19. I played my career universe mode and showcase mode. Showcase mode was actually. Showcase mode was actually interesting here. Excuse me. Showcase mode was interesting last year. I actually enjoyed the Daniel Bryan stuff. Like, a lot of people don't like showcase mode. I'm not gonna lie. Showcase mode in my career is the only entertaining thing for me. I do think WWE 2K should scratch showcase mode, and reinvent something or bring something back. I love the Road to WrestleMania stuff because a lot of that stuff was goofy. It was entertaining. It was different. What I mean by goofy entertaining is different. It's like you had stuff like everybody. It was certain wrestlers that had Road to WrestleManias, but none of the Road to WrestleManias had anything to do with anything they're doing in real life. Like Rey Mysterio had like I think it was you had Rey Mysterio, had Edge and Christian. It was stuff that didn't happen in real life, but it was just cool to see it implicated in the game. And it's like, why don't you guys just do that? Like, bring back Road to WrestleMania. Do 30 years of WrestleMania again, but instead do different like parts of it that you haven't explored yet. Or do a 40 years of WrestleMania. I don't care. Just get rid of some stuff and put stuff in that you know that worked before. 2K, the reason they're really losing buyers this year, and this is possibly going to be the reason why, WWE 2K21 is going to be canceled. It's a possibility. Is because they weren't prepared, but they were willing to put out a game that wasn't finished. I do not understand why you put out a game that is supposed to be finished, but it's not finished. It's like me. It's more or less like if you're in school and you know the project's due tomorrow, but you haven't even started it yet, and you just like half-assed it. That's pretty much 2K did. They set themselves up, to be totally honest, they set themselves up for failure. They should have delayed the game because NBA Live seems like they're smart enough. I think NBA Live is just going to be canceled this year, but even then, they had the smart audacity to cancel the game and not put it out the minute NBA comes out, because they always know NBA is going to be the one that's going to win in the beginning, and then when December comes, when people get tired of 2K, they go to the NBA Live. NBA Live is trash, but either way, it doesn't matter. I still believe that WWE 2K should have waited. There was no type of reason. I can say this wholeheartedly. There was no type of reason for them to rush it. I knew something was wrong when we didn't get anything. It was the longest period of time before we got anything, and I complained about it because as a WWE fan, I want to see something in the summertime. The summertime is mostly every year we always get at least something in the summertime. 2K14 probably had the best opening of a WWE video game in the longest time, because the summertime you had the opening, they showed everybody's interests. 30s of WrestleMania, Universe Mode. It was just phenomenally amazing. The trailer for 2K14 was amazing. You guys are probably like, he's talking about 2K14 so much. It's because that's the best game. That's the best WWE game I probably ever played. SmackDown vs. Raw, Road to Wrestle. SmackDown vs. Raw. WWE 11. Those are good games, but I don't know, something about 2K14 just made me like yes. If 2K14 would have had a my career, oh my gosh, that would have set some bars. That would have been, if it had a my career at the time, that would have been the best game ever. Like I said, man, WWE 2K, if they get canceled next year, then oh well. They just, that means we just have a year without WWE games, which means that anybody else can take it if they get fired for making the game, because this is WWE's decision if they want to keep 2K around. I mean, it's tough. it's tough because they really, like I said, they should have waited. But another thing that I was like hearing is that they're not gonna get the, if they do not get canceled, they're not gonna get the biggest budget like they did last year. Well, this year for this year's game, which I completely understand. They, I don't blame them for not giving them a bigger budget because it's like you gotta prove yourself. Since they've had WWE 2K, since 2K's had WWE games, they really haven't proved or solidified their legacy in these games because none of their games are really fun. Like, think about like if you really go to watch my videos, I think the last time I really got excited playing a game that was WWE was probably WWE 2K14 or this SmackDown vs. Raw series, or I did like a whole bunch of that stuff back in the day. I honestly think, like, man, if 2K could, if they make a game one day and it sparks my interest, then yeah, it sparks my interest. I just don't know. I just don't know why they just can't make a good game. It's like every year you get the opportunity to prove us wrong and you don't prove us wrong. Like, the only 2K game I enjoyed besides 2K14 was maybe 19. 19 was a little bit enjoyable, but after a while of the repetition and stuff like that, it just gets plain boring, and I honestly cannot stand it. Let me know down below. Let me know in the comments. Let me know in the comments down below, how do you feel about this? I know a lot of you guys are probably happy if they do get canceled. In my opinion, I just want to see something fresh. I want to see something good. Because originally I was going to get WWE 2K20 this year, but I'm not even getting the game. I don't even know the next game I'm going to be playing on my channel. I might do some My Park stuff in the future, but even then, this channel's going into a whole different direction. Excuse me. It's like I was doing more of gaming, then I was doing more of reactions, then I was doing more of reactions gaming. I'm doing podcasts now. We're sitting here talking, so it's like I'm doing more than just gaming. A lot of people always took me the wrong way. Oh, he always does reactions and stuff like that, but no, reactions is like the thing that I least like to do now. It just depends on the reaction, you know what I'm saying? So, eventually I'm gonna start doing stuff for Patreon because Patreon deserves videos. If I get at least 20 videos in there, I'll probably get some Patreons, you know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, I am super tired. I really wanted to get this information out for you guys. Let me know down below, how do you feel about WWE 2K21? Is it going to get canceled? Is it not? Possibly canceled, but let me know down below. And I'll see you guys next video. Postman Nation, round deuces. One love, peace. Catch you guys later. Subscribe, so bless. I'm out. See ya.